As many of you might know, on my channel I post mostly D2R Eastern Sun content,
Yes?
but I've never said actually what Eastern Sun is and what new features it provides to the game. And from a first glance you may be wondering what's with this big skeleton here and why do I have 5 golems and so many skeletons. So in this video I will showcase what Eastern Sun is and what new features it provides compared to the base game. First things first, you have new skill sets and also modified skills. For examples, you have more skeletons because you have more base skill points on them. You have a new Summon Skeleton King instead of Revive. I mean, not many people were using revives anyway. I know I didn't use them. The skeletal mages now have a much better attack, which is AoE, not a single target. And you can summon up to 5 golems of any type. And you have also a new TP skill on the Necromancer that has a bit of a cooldown but increases the run walk speed of your summons and the attack speed, it puts it at maximum. So things like this are available for each and every class. This is just Necromancer showcasing, but on every class there are new skills and new stuff basically. Let me show you another. Just to showcase another class, the Druid. It also had summoning reworked with some new stuff that were not even available in the Eastern Sun, the original Eastern Sun. So as you may have noticed, this is the D2R Resurrected, so it's not the old one. It's with improved graphics. So your dire wolves and spirit wolves now actually have skills that allow them to be much more deadly. Both and also the ravens have skills. You have a feral mastery which increases the skills of all of the skills and life, defense and damage, everything of all of the summons. And now you only have one spirit that gives benefits, like all of the benefits that the usual ones gave without the thorns damage, I think. And also in the shape shifting area, all of the skills have been reworked, mostly to make them more useful, because we all know in the usual Diablo you only had some few meta builds and you could only play those. Well, in this mode every single skill is viable to use as a single build, right? So it's, of course there are some that are stronger than others, like the one I'm using with Shockwave, which is now much deadlier than before. Let me just show you. So this is how Shockwave looks right now, and my Druid TPs like he's fat, and he actually is fat. Look at this. Slow TP, but still the skills are reworked. Okay, now let's look at the dungeons, the new dungeons that are in game, and also new zones. So I quickly switched to Sorceress because she's much faster at teleporting, and I'm going to showcase a few Uber dungeons and new zones in Eastern Sun. The first one is Blood Raven's Workshop. So I basically have these zones in each act where the mobs are stronger, they give better drops. Of course I am Nightmare here just so I don't die filming this video, because we all know sorceresses are quite squishy usually, even with my energy shield. So these new zones have very high mob density, very good drops, better XP, but they are also much more dangerous and you can die much more often, especially the last one I'm going to show. So this is in Act 1 in Black Marsh, and here you will find like very, very high mob density. And it also has 2 levels. Let's see what's in level 2. You find some blood ravens, actually. And I killed the blood raven. Another one. Of course it will. Let me just kill this one. Okay, let's move on to the next act. In the second act, you actually have a lot more new zones. This is the Dark Magician's Chamber, where you basically find Tal Rasha and other types of mobs. Oh, look, a cane. So here you will find a few mages that look like the magician in the sanctuary. So they hit hard with spells. Be sure to have lots of resistances. You also have a cow zone in Act 2, which is called the Lost Farm. So in this zone you can farm it basically before you finish the Act 5. You'll find cows, which gives nice XP and some good drops. It can kill you quite fast if you're not careful. And you also have a new zone, a new dungeon here. Let me just find it really quickly. What is here? Nope. So this is accessible from far oasis, just in case you're curious. It's in the place of the Lost City. Well, at least I TP fast, because luck is not on my side. Where's that dungeon? Oh, here it is. So this is Andariel's dressing room, and here you will find Andariels. Champion Andariels actually, and minion Andariels. As you can see, they yell a lot at you. They kill you by yelling. And they give quite good drops and good XP, of course. Okay, let's move on to... So each act has these dungeons. Like in Act 3 there's a Duriel zone in the open world. There's also Harpy's Nest near Travincal. And the zones before Travincal in those reliquaries or whatever they were called. The only act that doesn't have Uber zones is Act 4, which is pretty vanilla. But let's move on to the last one, which is also the hardest. So the hardest of them all is Naraku, which now has a lot of levels. So you have 3 levels at first, which you must traverse. Then you have 2 other zones that are new, and then you finally get into Naraku's domain. So here you will find very strong mobs that give nice XP, nice drops. Actually, the best drops in game are found in here. This is in Act 5. Okay, let's skip ahead and get to Naraku. So after you finish going through the Naraku level 3, you will find the dead end, which is this big zone. This zone is quite easy, it's not that hard, but what comes after this zone is very, very hard. It starts getting harder and harder until you finally get to the Naraku's domain, which is where he can one-shot you if you are not too careful. So let me see if I can find the next zone. Should be around here somewhere. Here. This is to nowhere. And here you find really strong mobs. This is Iswal. And this is only Nightmare. So imagine how it is in hell. a lot harder. My mana is down. Save yourself. Save yourself. Okay, so let's try finding the next zone. Oh, this is quite a lot of mobs. Let's kill them. And the next zone is Nitalax's domain. Oh, it was Nitalax. Fine. Forgot his name. Probably because I never did it in vanilla. And now let's find the second level. So you have the first level here. And then let's quickly TP to the next one. As you can see, there are lots of new mobs around. And finally, Nitalax domain level 2. So in here you have three main lines. Is this one? Oh, I'm really scared of these golems. I almost died there. You have this one. Those are rats. So here you find the mobs that give the best XP in game. This is the best XP farm. But also they can kill you quite fast if you are not too careful. And they die so hard. This is Wyvern, another new mob.
Thanks.
Here you go. Wait. And this is the final one, which are like the dinosaurs that you find on
Thanks.
in the ballroom. And finally you have Nitalax, who will likely kill me. Let's see if I can kill him before he corpse explode me. And actually could. Nice. Also he has a few clones around him, so this was the main one. And yeah, lots of new zones, lots of new mobs, and now let's talk about new items. Well, first off you have new sets, so those sets have been reworked and they give, let's say, different things than before. You have new rings, new rune worlds. So the runes were overhauled. You still have the old rune worlds though, so don't worry about that. You still have the old rune worlds, but you have to turn the runes that are in the game, like to, se, ni, something like Japanese symbol or something like that. Maybe the original creator was Japanese. But anyway, you have the new rune worlds, and then you also have some old new rune worlds that you need to transform these runes into. So basically most of the items were overhauled, which is refreshing. Let's say if you are you have been playing Diablo 2 vanilla for a long time, like I did. You also have new charms. So this is the noob odd charm. This you can actually upgrade it with a new crafting system. So you have lots of new recipes. You also have item storer, like this stores runes. You can see here all of the runes. So you have a few types, 3 types here: white, red, and I guess that's green. I'm bad with colors. Then you have the bigger ones, which you can see here, and then there are the uber ones, which are the hardest to get and very rare. Like you see here, I only have 3 of them. Well, 2 of those and 1 of this. You also have other cans that store stuff. As you can see, you have 4 gems, so you don't need to have them laying around here. You also have new items and also new gems, like each of these ores can give a few gems if you cube them. So these gems give new stuff, new like cold damage, enhanced damage, lightning damage, and all types of other stuffs. You also have like organs from enemies, which can be used to either enhance. Like you can enhance. I don't know. If you place 3 of these, you can enhance the item, give it a few new stats. For example, let's see if I have 3 hearts, and if I cube it, it gives something. I don't know what it gave. I think it needs to be placed on armor to give. Let's see. Is there another heart? No, I don't have another heart laying around. Oh, I have. Here it is. So let's see. Damage reduced by 5. Magic damage reduced by 5. I think this is what it gave, right? Well, it gives you some bonuses. And you also have these things, which are called dragon stones, which turn into a few symbols. Each is characteristic to one of your characters. Like, I think this is for Paladin. No, it's for. This is for Sorceress. I don't know what this is for. This is for Assassin. This is for Paladin because it's holy, of course. And Blackmoor is for Necromancer. So when crafting, you need to switch to the character's like symbol. But what you can also do is actually increase stats on it. So let's see, holy symbol, what does it give? I think should give something. Let's try like this. Maybe it doesn't work on sets. Fine. Let's go with amulet. So amulet clean. It gave me 3% deadly strike. So I don't think this works on sets. This is something new for me also. So like I have 3% deadly strike. Let's try again. 6% deadly strike. But it also increases the required level. So if you go overboard with it, you may not be able to wear it. So be careful. But anyway, what I wanted to showcase is that there are new crafting mechanisms that you can find them all in the link in the description, which is the documentation of the game. So yeah, this is my drop zone basically, because after I drop them here, I just store them in the cans so they don't take too much space, so I can have that space for different items. You also have a reroller, which basically you store anything you don't need, like amulets, gems, and whatever else, and you store them here. Then you can just change what you want to get. Let's say magic to rare small charm. So I need 7 points. I have small charm point 8, right? So let's try and do just that. No, it wasn't okay. So what is needed? I think ancient deceiver. So this thing. And I got a small charm. So you can turn 7 magic charm into like a special rare one. And if you don't need it, you can just put it here, and you can reroll it again if you have 3 points this time. So you can reroll rare to rare if you have 3 points. So a lot of new like crafting mechanisms, and also new shields. Like look at this, physical damage received reduced by 75%. That's quite interesting actually. I will keep it in the shield area. Shields area. Another thing I want to showcase is that your mercenaries have new abilities and also can wear a lot more items, so they can wear the same as your usual characters. So like you have belts, rings, amulets, gloves, boots, anything that you would wear, the mercenaries can wear basically. They also have new auras, so you have conviction, which as you can imagine is very good for Sork because it reduces the resistances of all mobs, and you can also increase the skill level of those. So like I have 38%, this is gives 1 to all skills, right?
I'll put that to good use.
42%, you can increase it with all skills. I think this is usual. And they also have some new abilities, which is quite nice because before they like only had aura and one ability.
Yes, citizen.
And you have various other auras. And speaking about auras, they were also overhauled, most of them. So might is just might, plain and simple. But if you have meditation, you have blessed tamed and various others. The ones in Act 3 are actually also changed, so you have some new stuff on them, and if you have like fire skill, lightning or cold skills, like you have one focus, this can actually increase your damage. So the aura they have, they will also actually increase your damage and also will absorb some of that type of damage and give you some physical damage reduction. And also they have a few skills like lightning that has static field and chain lightning, firestorm and fireball for fire, and blizzard and glacial spike. I won't showcase them now because I don't want to change the like my mercenary, but just trust me, they are much better than before. Like look, that's its new skill. Let's take a look at Act 5 also. So Act 5 ones are also changed. You actually have ones that have high single target damage and also has battle orders, so if you don't have battle orders, the mercenary can give it to you. And you also have some that actually reduce the resistances of all, like all resist, she and magic resist, and also have these new skills, which is a big AoE damage, which is very nice. And also in the link in the description you'll find this documentation which shows you all of the change logs of this mod. As you can see, the last update was quite recent, at least at the time of filming this video. And you also have like everything you need to know around here. You have the rune words area, which you can see you have lots of rune words, lots and lots of rune words. I recommend just pressing Ctrl F and just looking like what do you want to look for. Aura, right? And you just find items which gives various auras, defiance, thorns, holy freeze and stuff like that. And you can just look through it like all skills, and look for all skills whichever you want with the search. You can also look at armors and weapons. This is very useful for rune lords. It gives you like the amount of sockets each can have. As you can see, there are only a few ones that have 6 slots, full plate mail, and also in like the nightmare ones and the hell ones. You also have sets which are also changed. and much more useful, because I mean, come on, in Diablo 2 vanilla no one used sets, right? In later game they all either did rune words or uniques or something else, but not sets. In this mod sets are actually quite useful, and you can get, like, if you wear a set like a 3-piece set, you can get lots of benefits from it, especially the later ones. For example, the level 70 ones give quite a few very useful stuff, like level 5 concentration, very 80 plus 80% attack speed, enhanced damage, and lots of useful stuff. Yeah, so feel free to look around here. And also another very useful one is the recipes. So this is actually the new crafting system, which is like much bigger than vanilla. So if you are a fan of crafting systems, this will be very, very nice for you, but you need to read a bit to understand how to actually craft stuff, right? This can be very helpful and can make the game much easier if you know how to use it, but again, it takes some reading. And as you can see, there are lots of crafting stuff, lots and lots and lots. So if you want to get some new crafting mechanics, this mod is the way. Also, this mod is based on the old Eastern Sun, so more or less it's the same, but it has some changes in the character balancing areas, like new skills that are more useful and stuff like that. There are literally no useless skills anymore in the game, I believe, so that is quite nice. And you also have something new, which is called the gem word. So if you place a few gems of the same type, it gives you some bonuses, like chance to cast low resist, chance to cast decrepify. This is very useful. The chance to cast decrepify and glacial spike are made different ones. And also you can combine some, like 4 socket weapons, bows. You combine them this way and you get this chance to cast, and also other bonuses, which is actually very nice. So you don't have only rune words, but you also have gem words. Thank you guys for watching. That was all for now. If you want to check out more content in Eastern Sun, you can find it basically in my Eastern Sun playlist, and you also have an Eastern Sun guide playlist, which teaches you stuff about the game. So let's finish on a high note and take a look at my fun chance to cast Barbarian. Look at that. Madness and fun. This is the Armageddon Starfall Barbarian, which makes my computer able to grill barbecue stuff on it. But hey, at least I'm not lagging out, right? Oh, I may have spoken too soon. Wait, I can do this. I can do this. Yeah, so this is my barb. I also have other builds I tested on my channel. Feel free to watch it, and thank you guys for watching my video. You have the links in the description on how to install the mod, the official Discord channel, and the official documentation for this new but old mod. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you around. Bye!